Please welcome Port St. Lucie City Commissioner and President of SEIU Healthcare Florida, Monica Russo.
Good morning. Oh, come on. We can do better than that. Good morning, everybody. Right. Well, it is my great, great honor on behalf of our members of the Service Employees International Union, SEIU, here in Florida, who transport our kids safely to school, who clean our universities and our malls and our hospitals, who staff under tough conditions and provide world-class care in our trauma centers, our ORs, our ICUs, our hospitals across this state, and who provide care to our elderly in our nursing homes. On behalf of all of our members in Florida, I have the great honor of introducing a champion of all Floridians, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Our Debbie, she's such an amazing woman. She is an incredible mother. Let me say that again. Debbie, when you see her kids, last night, I don't know if you had a chance to see her with her kids, and her kids are just right there in the mix, and they look up and they admire their mom so much, even though she's on the road, not just in Florida, but across this country, standing up for ordinary Americans. She takes the time, that quality time with her children, and it shows, and we really appreciate your motherhood, Debbie, because it gives us all hope for the future and our legacy, since we're talking about our legacy here in this convention center. Debbie is a passionate voice and a champion for ordinary Americans, the people who didn't cause this economic crisis, but who are being asked to pay for it. Debbie stands up and she's our voice. She's making sure that she's calling out those who caused this crisis, such as the banks, and asking them and demanding that they take their responsibility. She brings passion, determination, and absolute perseverance to every cause that she takes up, including and especially healthcare. Healthcare for everyone. That is, you've seen Debbie out there lighting that torch and carrying that torch to make sure everyone has healthcare. At the same time, she was struggling herself with her own battle with breast cancer. She made sure that she went out and took on the insurance companies to demand that no one with pre-existing conditions would be denied the right to have coverage and care. She stood up for all of us while she was fighting her battle. It's fitting that October is Breast Cancer Month as we bring up our chairwoman, who has been called on by the President of the United States of America to lead the way for Democrats across this country, to carry the torch for Democrats across this country, to ensure the re-election of our President stronger and ever than ever. She has been called, and that means we have been called, because she is going to be taking the torch across this country. That means we need to take care of business here in Florida, Floridians. So please help me welcome an amazing mother, an amazing leader, an amazing woman, the chairwoman of the Democratic National Committee, our Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Thank you so much, Monica. Monica, and love Monica Russo. She does a fantastic job on behalf of the brothers and sisters of the labor movement and on behalf of thousands and thousands of people who need a strong voice. So Monica, thank you so much. Thank you to the brothers and sisters of the SEIU labor union as well. Mayor Buddy Dyer always does a fantastic job hosting us in the City Beautiful. It is wonderful, although we're not technically in the City Beautiful. I know Lake Buena Vista is where we actually are, but Mayor Dyer does a fantastic job in the City of Orlando. He has economically brought this city forward, created a vibrant downtown, and I had the privilege of serving with him in the Florida Senate. He continues to do great things. And let's give Rod Smith, our fabulous party chairman, a hand. He does a great job. And I'm not sure it's been done yet, but it can't be done enough. Let's thank the staff of the Florida Democratic Party who do an incredible job in putting this unbelievable convention together. Now, as Monica mentioned, since becoming chair of the DNC, I've actually traveled to 23 states in a little over 5 months. But friends, let me tell you, there is no place like home. It is so great to be back here at home in the Sunshine State with all of you, with my friends, where everything started for me, and I can assure you that I will always put Florida first, put Florida 21st, make sure that Florida is not just in my heart, but is on my lips and my sweat to make sure that the needs of Floridians are at the top of the agenda of the United States of America. Thank you so much. I want to give a special shout out to Broward and Miami-Dade counties. Thank you for giving me the privilege and the honor of representing you in the U.S. House of Representatives, and for always, the groups of people here from Broward and Miami-Dade counties always have my back, and I will always have yours. When President Barack Obama asked me to chair the DNC, I knew that South Florida Democrats and Democrats all over the state would be fired up, and that you all would make sure that we do everything we can to deliver Florida for Barack Obama in 2012. And that's really what I want to talk about today. Florida Democrats, we know that victory is never an easy assignment in the Sunshine State. Nothing worth doing ever is. Each side is always very motivated, and our margin for error is razor thin. The election next November is a test for each and every one of us. In 2010, frankly, we dropped the ball. And we are now witnessing the disaster and the complacency that brought us in Washington and here in Florida with Rick Scott. So let me ask you all to join the Pink Slip Rick campaign. We're going to show him the door in 2014. Not to get ahead of myself, but let's not lose sight of the fact that he is taking our state into the tank. The lowest approval rating of any governor in the United States of America, and with good reason. He's earned those ratings. What's happening to our state and the Republican-controlled Congress is truly unimaginable. But the unfortunate truth is the problems that we have stem from a brutally fanatic right-wing group of extremists who put politics and ideology above principle and people. These fanatics are destroying our state and our country, and the contrast between their agenda and ours has never been more stark. Let me ask you a few questions, Florida Democrats. Are we the party that is willing to tax middle-class families but not millionaires and billionaires? Are we the party that has consistently tried to restrict a woman's reproductive rights in Congress and in the state legislature? Are we the party that has dismissed science in terms of refusing to acknowledge global warming and acknowledge the benefits of stem cell research? How about, are we the party that is trying to deny 5 million voters from exercising their constitutional rights to participate in elections? Are we the party that is giving corporate America everything they want, trying to repeal Wall Street reform, while at the same time denying our brothers and sisters the right to organize and negotiate for fair wages and conditions? And finally, are we the party that is trying to destroy Medicare as we know it and turn it into a voucher program? Which party stands for all that extremism? Those Tea Party-controlled Republicans, that's absolutely right. You're good at this, you've done this before. Again, the contrast so critical. All across America, Democratic leaders are fighting hard to create jobs and boost economic recovery, to deliver educational reforms, giving every student a chance to succeed and be competitive in a global marketplace, and further our quest for justice and equality. To put it simply, over the next year, we're going to have a debate between these competing priorities. We must win that debate in November because the future of our state and our country depend on it. To achieve victory, the path is clear. We must re-elect President Barack Obama to a second term. His historic accomplishments have impacted every American from all walks of life. The President has prevented the economy from going over a cliff by halting the decline and creating 2.6 million American jobs and providing tax cuts to 95% of all Americans. These are the accomplishments that we need to trumpet from the rooftops. Through his bold leadership, we literally saved the American automobile industry. We passed healthcare reform and Wall Street reform. We passed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act and gave teeth to the law to ensure equal pay for equal work. Finally, we doubled Pell Grants for our students. And with regard to our military personnel, we ended Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So everyone can serve the country they love and not hide who they are. We expanded the GI Bill, and we are ending the war in Iraq and bringing our troops home. Finally, thanks to President Barack Obama. Now, folks, if we want this country to continue to move in that direction and make progress, we must dedicate ourselves to re-electing Barack Obama. Here in Florida, we're fortunate to have so many talented and dedicated volunteers with Organizing for America, working across the state to make sure our neighbors and our friends know about how the President's leadership is helping our communities. Since the launch of the election in Florida, we made more than 300,000 phone calls and made 4,000 one-on-one conversations happen. Right now, that's a credit to you all. You all have been involved in that, so congratulations. That's an amazing number, and we're not even a year out from the election yet. Right now, they're getting the word out about the President's American Jobs Act, a plan that would put more Americans back to work immediately and put more money in the pockets of those who are already working. It would create more demand for our businesses and give a boost to our fragile economy. If you're unemployed, the American Jobs Act will help you get back to work. If you're a small business owner, it will cut your taxes and help you grow your business. If you're in the middle class, it will put money back into your pocket. What's wrong with that? How could Republicans oppose any of that? I'll tell you why. As the President said, we can't wait for the Republicans in Congress, so we must get the word out about this plan, what it does, and why we need to pass it now. Help us get the word out. Get fired up. Talk about the American Jobs Act. Talk about the fact that we can't wait. Now, next Sunday marks 1 year to the day when we will re-elect President Obama and elect Democrats up and down the ticket. To mark this significant occasion, OFA Florida will be hosting canvasses, voter registration drives, and phone banks across the state. Before you leave here today, I need each and every one of you to visit the OFA Florida table to sign up to volunteer so you can help us next Sunday and in the weeks and months to come. Can everybody raise their hand and show me that they're going to do that? Sign up. We need you. We need you off the sidelines. We also need to make sure that we talk to our friends and neighbors about the Republicans who are standing in the way of our progress, who want to sit back, cross their arms, and allow the economy to remain stagnant, who care not about American jobs like we do, but who care about just one job, Barack Obama's. We care about American jobs. We care about putting everyone back to work. We want to make sure that the middle class and working families get a fair shake. That it's not just the wealthiest, most fortunate Americans that continue to have the wind at their back. We're going to hold the fan and put the wind at the backs of the middle class and working families in this state and in this country. We're going to make sure that thanks to Barack Obama and his policies to turn this economy around, taking us from bleeding 750,000 jobs a month before he was inaugurated, to now creating 2.6 million jobs for 19 straight months in the private sector. We need to sing that from the rooftops. Again, Florida Democrats, thank you so much for your commitment to our president, to our country. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We have a great team in place. I'm counting on you. Barack Obama is counting on you to work tirelessly to re-elect him, to send him back to the White House, to elect Democrats up and down this ticket, to take the majority back in the United States House of Representatives, send John Boehner home to Ohio. Send him back home. Re-elect Bill Nelson and hold on to our majority in the United States Senate. Work tirelessly every day. They are coming after him. They know what's at stake. What's at stake for them is continuing to keep things nice and cushy for the people who are fortunate. Well, we know that the people who are working hard every single day to put food on the table and get their families to have the quality of life that we all want our families to have, that they're struggling. I'm counting on you to make sure that on November 6th of 2012, Florida has done its part, and the nation has done its part, and they will know it when our state goes in the blue column once again. On